I'm looking down between building 5 and building 7. The ECSI has been working on all the cleanup back here. Get everything out, trees cut down as well as possible. All the debris is gone. Also finished cleaning up quite a bit of debris. And then back down behind building 5. Standing in the first floor of building 7, looking east. Now we've got a unit going in here. Space to be a window cut in that area right there. And it will be accessed underneath. There's an existing bridge. We've got to do some rework, actually reframe. Let's see if we can get a shot over here. That is the bridge enclosed right now. Brings you through to the second floor. We'll access this unit underneath. That'll be enclosed. I'm looking at building 5. Another unit within the first floor of building 7, which ECSI has just taken down a petition that separated this section and found that this elevation is higher. We're proposing to infill this area, basically have a split level unit that's being designed right now with lots of headroom. This was formerly a loading dock back to the the railroad. And these walls will be taken down. These wood framed walls taken down, reframed. We met with Ted Dixon this week, discussed a lot of that. He was in agreement that needed to happen. It's self-supporting. There's steel I-beams, hard to see with it's kind of dark, but there's steel I-beams that carry the whole roof system. This is a stairway, proposed stairway 8. This is a historical stairway that we're supposed to be keeping. However, I went over this with Joe Sancisi, the building inspector. And there's really no way that we're going to be able to keep this. We have to design, maybe replicate some of the detail that's in here. Not hard to replicate. So this still has to be approved through Taya Dixon. But these stairs are in real rough shape. Hard to see, but between the water damage and the bug damage, all the way through, all the newel posts, all the stringers, it really just has to be taken out and rebuilt. This is in building 5 on the east end in the tower. Standing on the 3rd floor of building 5, on the east end looking west. Basically this last section, instead of into the last section, if you will, of building 5. You can see this is the end, this is the east end. And we'll take a walk down the 3rd floor. They've quite a bit of that framed all the way down to the other end on Jackson Street. Started picking up the framing in building 4 as they went by. We'll get a shot of that as we go down there. We'll look into building 4, 3rd floor, from building 5. You'll see they got half of that framed, all laid out. This shot, 3rd floor, building 5, looking west. You can see all these units framed, hallway framed. Building 5, 3rd floor. A lot of masonry repair to do in this building. You can see the water just running freely down. That header is gone. That all has to be repaired. Quite a bit of this in this building. And this is a shot down at the west end of the 3rd floor of Building 5. You can see this framed up here. That's the north side of the corridor right there. South side has not been framed yet. So where the corridor comes down, turns north, and then turning up east where we were, where that's fully framed up that way. Need to make some adjustments on the connection of the units down here, which has been made. So the guys will get back down here framing. They've done some layout down at the very end of the west end of this 3rd floor, so that side be ready to frame. Is ready to frame. I'm in Building 2, looking at another stairway that the intention, Taylor and Epsilon, is to retain this stairway. Once again, went through this with Joe Sansucci, building inspector. Nothing meets code, railings. He's not going to let that go. This one is not as rotted as the one in Stairway 8 in Tower Building 5, but it just doesn't make it. There's also an access stairway, a little dark over here, but this is glass tile in a metal pan, which from underneath you can see, you can't see it from this picture, but it's completely rotted. This would all have to be torn out and rebuilt. And this dumps right out onto the sidewalk of Beacon Street. So we have some access issues that we're going to contend with. Redesign. This is just plywood area of a existing door that came up into Building 2. This is all gone off to Ed Golden, the architect. To be determined. This is a look in Building 1, 4th floor. Plumbing. Also getting plywood, shear walls, and the sheetrock up. So we may start the installation of all the tubs. Shot of the guy masons down here opening up a section of masonry brick opening for the hallway corridor. Get that in, get a new lentil in. Finish up so that little bit of framing on each of the ends of those units can be finished up. This is in Building 1, 2nd floor. Down on the 1st floor, Building 1, this is the water service that was live, we've been using, but it had a cracked valve. Get a hold of the water department. Came out here, repaired that, and we get our meter on. They've also gone out into the street of Beacon. Any of the small services, they've been good enough to go ahead and cap those back at the main, which is a requirement, was going to be a requirement of the site contractor. Thankfully, they're lightening the load a little bit on that.